We're here with Jason Burton, head women's basketball coach at Texas A&M-Commerce, as the Lions prepare for an early home game this week. Coach, your team is coming off two good wins last week. You beat A&M Kingsville on Thursday and Angelo State on Saturday. Talk about some of the positives you saw out of your team in those two home wins last week.
I thought we really played team basketball, and that was the thing. Angelo was really good, really talented team, and it took everybody on the floor to really beat them. Defensively, I thought that was the best just team defensive game plan that we played. Just seeing how well that they really helped down the big. We did a good job of trying to protect the paint. Um, they got a big 6'4" girl in Moore who was really good, really talented, and not having anybody over 6 foot on our roster, it definitely took a team effort to slow her down. And being somebody that's averaging close to 17 points a game and to hold her to 10, I thought we did a really good job on her. And then the scoring the ball, I thought we also shared the ball well. That was probably the most balanced scoring game that we've had. You have four girls in double figures and all of them above 15 points, and even the ones that didn't play as much off the bench, they really came in and did a good job in the minutes they played in the game. And so proud of just how we bought into a game plan. Even both games, Kingsville too. We came out versus Kingsville, and I thought got a lead early on and did a good job of holding on to the lead. And that's something that carried over from UTSA. That was the first time in a long time that versus UTSA we had a lead to start the game and held on to it the whole time. So proud of them. I feel like every game that we're really doing a good job of growing and learning from our previous games and getting better.
And in that Angelo game, back and forth battle the entire time. The last 5 minutes of the game, your team kind of took control of it a little bit.
Yeah.
What changed in that last 5 minutes for you to close it out at home?
Well, we shot the ball a lot better in that quarter. The fourth quarter, we shot 58%, close to 59, and that makes a difference. But I think that we really stayed disciplined the whole game. I thought that our execution throughout the game was good. The shots just weren't falling, and but eventually for us, the shots were going to fall, and so proud of how we really stuck with it. We continued to do what we do. Didn't get discouraged by the score. We just kept executing, and eventually down the stretch, that execution led to the ball going to the bucket, and I thought we did a good job when we got the lead late in the fourth quarter of holding on to it. And then the main thing with that down the stretch was just getting stops. Their point guard did such a good job of miss or make versus the press or not really bring the ball by herself. And she was a one-man press break. I thought later in the game, though, we did a good job of kind of slowing her down, containing it, and possession by possession at the end of the game, we did a good job of just locking in and making sure we execute at a high level.
Now you guys are 5-1 in the Lone Star Conference, a big log jam at 3-3. Just
Yeah.
talk about the importance of that last week of sort of distancing yourself, putting yourself in that top tier.
And no question, you lose that game, you're right in the mix with everybody else. You beat Angelo, and we kind of got that separation. We're 2 games up above everybody above 8 teams. Midwestern's right below us, but it doesn't get any easier though. You turn around, you look at this week. You got Tarleton, you got TWU. They're both sitting at 3-3. And that can very easily swing. So we've got to continue to take care of business one game at a time. Right now, we're just focused on Tarleton and doing what it takes to beat Tarleton. They're a really good team. They're hot. I think they're on a 5-game or 6-game winning streak right now, and they're playing with a lot of confidence in themselves. And so they both got offensive player and defensive player of the week this week that just came out, and Mackenzie Haley being preseason player of the year. We got a tough task, and you look at their conference record. They're 3-3 in conference, but they're 9-5 on the year. They've been playing some good basketball this year. I think that coach does an excellent job over there. And so the one thing about them is they stay disciplined. They can shoot the ball, they execute, and so we have to make sure that we get out to shooters. I mean, they shot 41% versus Angelo State, and they're the team that knocked us out of the tournament last year. And I think that we beat them in the conference tournament. We're playing in March. We're playing in the NCAA tournament. And so that's something we hadn't forgotten. And this game is always a tough battle for us, but I think our girls are prepared for it, and for both teams, it's a big game. So look forward to tomorrow night.
And coach, this game against Tarleton will be your 100th game as head coach here.
Wow.
Just talk about that milestone and what that means to you.
Wow. I did not know that. Well, we were just talking to Tay at lunch, and we had our booster lunch, and one of our boosters basically said that no matter what, that people come and people go, but Tay's always here. And I got to thinking, this is our last semester with Artasia Gay. It's going to be our last home game versus Tarleton State with her, and just thinking of a lot of the battles with the players that we've had. And it's always been to have 100 games here. at a school that I've looked back, and I've been here 8 years, including four years on the men's side, and it means a lot. It means a lot to have been here for this long and to have the success that we've had the last couple of years and the success that we're riding right now. I'd rather be, there's no place I'd rather be, and I like what we're doing here. I like how bought in our team is, how the culture's grown, and I'm looking forward to hopefully another 100 games. But right now, that 100 game that we have tomorrow night is a big one.
All right, our thanks to Coach Burton for joining us today. The Lions host Tarleton State on Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. That game's right here at the Field House. We'd love to see you at the game to support the Lions. I'm Marcus Jensen for Lion Athletics.